fake. To conceal the defects of or make appear more attractive, interesting, valuable, etc. Usually in order to deceive, to pretend, to trick or to deceive by being fake. What's up, guys? It's Porn Star for Hire here, and I've got a little bit to talk about, shall we? Yeah, let's go. Yeah. So basically here, what we have is a simple little gameplay here. It's the AK Reg, like I told you guys before, that the AK, I never did in the Gun of the Week, that, you know, the AK Regular is the best attachment, and I had not known. You guys told me that, and so we've got a simple little fast domination here. It's like an 8-minute game or so, and it's, you know, a quick game, 70 and 10 or so. So, you know, enjoy this while I have some fun, shall I? Alright. So, like I said, I started this off a little bit unusual, but, you know, if you need to know what that means, feel free to go back, refresh, replay it a few bit, let that sink in. Alright. Here lately, there's been a lot of drama going on YouTube, as there should, you know, obviously always be. I mean, it's the internet where all badasses come out. And, you know, basically, I just want to talk to you guys about how I got into Machinima. And, you know, what I do and what I've been doing, how I think I became successful, and how I encourage you guys to go about pursuing your possible YouTube futures. Back in the day, I started out a long time ago, 500 subs or so. I got a dual commentary from Fisticuffs. I went to him, I asked him, he picked me up. I gained about 500 subs. Keep it clear, I went from 500 to 1,000 subs. Actually, it was 600 to 1,100, but still. Okay, after that, you know, I did nothing. I didn't ask anybody else for any more dual comms or anything like that. About 2 months later or so, Woody's gamertag came out of nowhere, picked me up, and he said, I like what you do you want to do a dual comm? I gained about 2.4k from Woody alone. And, you know, that's definitely a good boost. I went from like 4 to 6k like it was nothing. And, you know, that was a really good thing. I was patient. And it just goes to show that good things come to, you know, those that are patient. And I know it's really uncomfortable for a lot of you guys to be patient. You guys, you know, a lot of you guys are younger. You guys want Machinima. And I'm not saying you don't deserve it. It's a very hard task to, you know, be in there. And, you know, my personal opinion, some people aren't good enough or are far too disrespectful to be in there. But at the same time, you know, they're in there regardless. You got to deal with it. And, you know, I'd like to be able to pick the own replacements for them, but I can't. So, you know, what you need to do is you need to be true to yourself. You don't need to lie. You don't need to steal. You don't need to fake. You don't need to do anything. You need to be yourself. And at the hopes that people like you. That's how it is in life. You've got to be yourself and then just, you know, put yourself out there. And if they don't like you, they don't like you. Everybody's got haters. I've got haters. Even C-Nanners has haters. I don't know. So, you know, what it comes down to is you've got to be original. You've got to be unique. You've got to do things that other people haven't. It's extremely populated with commentators right now, so you've got to be doing something different. And, you know, the thing that appeals to me most is obviously humor and, you know, being, you know, caring about the community. It's something that appeals to me. You think what appeals to you and you go for it. There are people out there charging money, and let's repeat this. There are people out there charging money for dual commentaries, for shout-outs, for friend spots, for sub-box places. You know, despite that is not something that I approve of, I do not think it's wrong. I know it seems a little weird, but I do not think it's wrong. And I know you guys are like, what's going on, Porn Star? I'm not saying I'm supporting it or you guys should go do it, but at the same time, I don't think it's really wrong. In my mind, it could be some sort of a business transaction. You have something that we want, we have something that you want. And that's obviously the common, you know, thing that comes down to any sort of greed or selfishness or impatient, you know, behavior in this world usually comes down to money or sex. And, you know, money obviously on YouTube because, you know, sex can't happen over YouTube. Unless you try really hard or have money. So, you know, that's what it comes down to. So you've got to be original and you've got to do that. Now, if you are patient and you want to wait and do it the right way like I did, then go for it. I had my chance a long time ago. Some guy, actually a few people nowadays, are trying to claim that they got me into Machinima. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the record straight and I'm going to tell you how it happened. A long time back, guy comes to me, as he did to a handful of other people. He didn't come to me, I went to him, I asked him how to get in, and I wasn't satisfied with what he told me. He said, yeah, go ahead, you know, everybody's getting in the back door through sports right now. Everybody's getting into sports, and from sports, they're transferring over to Respawn. So if you get into sports, you're going to get in. So I told him, that just doesn't seem right to me. What I am, I'm a shooter. I mean, I play FIFA occasionally or something like that. I could have got in that way, but what I chose not to is because I thought it was wrong. So I said, no. Is there any way you can like refer me to get into Respawn? Because what I do is I shoot, I entertain, I fucking play first-person shooters. I don't want to get into first-person shooters from knowing how to play a sports game. I'm sorry, it's not how I want to do. I want to get in and earn my position for doing what I do, to post what I want to. You know what I mean? I didn't want to sneak in through the back door in my mind. For people that did that, I'm not saying that's the wrong way. I'm saying that it was effective, and you got in that way. Yes. Could I have got in that way from listening to what that person said? Yes. Did I? No. What happened is 2 months later, about 2 or 3 months later, I contacted Shaggy and I asked him if he could help me get in, and he agreed. Shaggy openly, willingly agreed to help me get into Machinima. And because we're on different time settings, I actually had an opportunity to, get in there and talk to Anthony myself with him there. Unfortunately, I wasn't on at that time, so he got Miss Danielle in. And, I'm okay with that. But because of that, that spot was reserved for me, or so he said. I'm not saying anything bad about him right now. I'm really not. Shaggy's a cool kid. I decided to, sit back and, I had Anthony on my Skype prior to. So, you know what I did? I did become a little impatient because right then was supposed to be my moment, and somebody just stepped in there. Basically, in my mind, it was an appointment. It's when me and him were supposed to do this. And there's nothing against that at all. And I just remembered randomly that I had Anthony on my Skype from a conflict I had a long time ago with another director. So if anybody's credited to somewhat helping me, it was that director I had issues with a few months back. And that's how I met Anthony. And, I messaged him up. I said, what's going on, man? Could you check out my channel? And he's like, I don't know your name. You're not familiar. You're not in the director's list or whatever. I told him who I was. I told him why I make videos and all this hot stuff. And he came back with me a little bit later, about 5 minutes later after seeing my channel, and he offered me a contract. So I got in from, a weird chain of events that drama started a while back. I had him on the thing, and I went to him personally and asked. Would have Shaggy have probably gotten me in had I waited? Yes. But, I took the initiative and I went out there and asked him. Is that the, right way to do it? I don't know. But like I said, it's got to come down to what you got to do. And that's what, I could have been in 2 months earlier, but I chose not to because I didn't think that was right. And that's what it is you got to stay true to yourself. Don't claim to be something you're not. That's why I threw the definition of fake in there. If you claim to help the community, you know what you need to fucking do? You need to fucking claim anything you can and be yourself and fucking help the community. Now, if you claim to be for the money, do it for the motherfucking money. Don't claim to be doing it for the community and to be all about the money. Don't claim to do something that you're not. Be yourself and hope that you get accepted. When fake gets involved, when lies get involved, people get deceived. And no one likes that. No one likes knowing that they're a sub and they are the reason these people are making money. They're just an item. No one likes knowing that. But it's okay, I guess. Why not? Now, you just can't lie and deceive. You can't be, I know it's kind of weird. You could be all about the money and then all of a sudden say, I don't want the money, but that's okay to us. I know that's a little weird, but that's because that's going from, somewhat selfish to helping out people. But when you go the other way around, when you claim to be doing things for the community, when you claim to be by the gamer for the gamer, turn into fuck the gamer for the money, then, that's shady. And, that's deceitful. And that's not something you should do. You need to be honest, be original, try to put out good gameplay. Commentary is what people focus on. Do not become untrue to yourself, and you can be successful. And that's about all I've got, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed and listened. Get it.